That's great. So before we start the actual performance, I wanted to talk a little bit about why I'm doing this and why we're all here. So this year I did an independent study in comedy, which is a little unusual. So the way I did that is I split it into two sort of semesters. This semester has been performance, so I spent a lot of time working with Tim and everybody back there you can't see, doing improv, and I wrote some sketches, that kind of stuff. But then first semester, I spent a lot more time reading and looking at sort of the theories of comedy, what that was, which was a little bit unusual. But really, it was pretty interesting to me, because I went into it thinking, like, comedy is going to be pretty simple, just make people laugh. But when you look at it, it's actually pretty interesting. I was comparing a lot of tragedy and comedy, which usually seem like two polar opposite things, or you might have heard this from a conscious way of, like, the Shakespeare way of saying it is a comedy ends in, a wedding, and a tragedy ends in everybody dying in a horrible way. But when I looked at it, it was actually, there was a lot more in common than that. And they really both had ways of looking at human flaws. And I mean, more than I thought it would, comedy sort of adapted the way I've been looking at life. It's sort of been, like tragedy looks at flaws, like we're humans and we could be these great things, but we're not. And that's horrible, but that's the way that life is. So much missed potential, right? And it's really depressing. But the way comedy looks at it is we have flaws, we are human, and that's great, and that's what makes life interesting. And it's been really great sort of looking at life that way now, and sort of treating life like, it's your one experience. You only have one life to live, so enjoy it. And I've really enjoyed looking at that. I mean, obviously comedy isn't always going to be great. It's a tool, and you can use it in good ways and bad ways. But you guys can come on in.
Rick, you have to start over.
Okay. Hey guys, my name's Rick. You guys are kind. But yeah, it was really interesting looking at that, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. I just want you to know, as you all know me, a lot of you do. You might know me as like the nice guy, handsome guy. In the show, I might not be that, but I just want you to know, as awkward as this may be for you, it's much more awkward for me. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Just know this is improv, so we are making it up. Therefore, there may not be filters. Just be warned. I don't know, Tim, you want to?
Not really at this point, no. Round of applause for Rick. Woo! Rick is handsome. I graduated from this school 2 years ago, and look at me. I feel young. So as Rick said, it is improv, and that means that we make it up as we go along with your help. You'll be asked for suggestions and prompted to do things. So first off, a round of applause for the company. Come on in, folks. They'll take a bow at the end, but just get in here. And we're all here for Rick. How many people have seen improv before? Great. Okay, everybody. So I'm going to turn it over to Rick for the first scene, and you're on.
All right. So to start this first game, I need the name of some fictitious country, a country that does not exist.
Bologna.
Bologna, thank you. Now, we have a special guest for you guys tonight. Here we have the king of Bologna. An interesting thing about our king of Bologna is that he understands perfect English, but he cannot speak a lick of it. So here tonight we also have his translator. Now, tonight I really wanted to give you guys some questions, let you guys talk to him. So does anybody have any questions about the king of Bologna?
What does he do in his free time?
What do you do in your free time?
Erstens, Florence, I really enjoy looking at my credit score online. I have a major shopping problem, and even as king, I find I often ruin our country's budget by buying little things here and there, but nobody knows that yet.
Do you have any more questions? Come on, really participate. Yeah.
Does Donald Trump have any plans on visiting Palanza?
Donald Trump have any plans on visiting Colombia?
Flert Ernst Kunstenhausen ist wann und Flower Sprach.
Actually, Donald Trump bought our country in 1997. However, the contract was so flawed that we were able to get it thrown out in court.
Ernst Flach.
And we got $15 million something.
All right, any more questions, guys? Come on. Yeah.
What are some of the sports that are played in Bulgaria?
Yeah, so what are some of the big sports played in Bulgaria?
Ernst Ernst Swimming Flach. Und how you fashion Garfenhaus and alles fashion the Unstabenbohlen.
Our national sport is swimming with your wife on your back.
There you have it.
One more thing. His personal favorite pastime is golfing with gophers and also checking his credit score naked online.
All right, do we have one more question for our king?
What types of food do you eat?
What types of food do you eat?
Ulsten Flammen human, and also with extra flausen. Did I just uns in English? And just Ulsten pinchen, flinchen, and then
Our king enjoys anything that you can eat with sriracha sauce on it. Our national dish is chocolate with chocolate. And we also engage in a little bit of recreational edible consumption.
Now, before our king leaves, we do have a special treat for you guys today. He is going to sing at the national anthem of Slovakia. So take it away.
Unsen, Flausen, Bleisen, Bleisen, Blau, Hunsten, Kausfrau.
Almighty country, free of Donald Trump. We have much chocolate and very high credit scores. We love our people when they play Go for Gold. Carry your wife on your back in your swimming pool.
Let's go poetry. This is Poet's Corner. There we go. This is Poet's Corner. They're ready and willing to recite their poem. We just don't know what the title of it is, so we need A title for the poem.
My feet smell like roses.
This poem is entitled, My Feet Smell Like Roses.
Oh, that sweet odorous stench.
To flowers, I've often compared it.
I raise my feet to my face.
And it really smelled like, for lack of a better word, shit. Bad smells, well, they're everywhere.
But roses, they are not.
Why, roses and feet, they mix together.
About as good as snot. I've tried every deodorant known to man.
Including the ones from Whole Foods.
But the only one that worked for me.
Was the one that made me so rude. I smell my feet. I try not to be so cynical.
But they don't get smelling any better.
They stay a reeking, stenching mess.
But roses, so much wetter.
Mike, Al, here you go.
All right.
Yes, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, this game is called What Will They Think of Next? Set. You right. Or somebody else said. Okay, we need 3 lists. So the first list is, we just need names of real countries. Real countries. Uruguay, excellent.
Canada.
Canada.
Belgium.
Belgium.
Chile. Oman.
Chile.
Djibouti.
North Korea.
Djibouti.
Djibouti.
Djibouti. It's a country in Northeast
I
Africa.
believe you.
And it's raining there right now.
Couple more.
Israel.
Israel.
Oman.
Oman. Oman. One more? One more.
Russia.
Russia. Perfect. Now we need a list of nouns.
Pickle.
Pickle. Nice.
Lettuce.
Already said. Just go through the salad bar. This is the long way through. Down to the bacon bits.
Horse.
What was it? Horse. Nice.
Bank.
Bank. Thank you.
Bird feeder.
Bird feeder. Thank you.
Ear.
Ear.
Dictator.
What was that?
Dictator.
Dictator. Nice.
Wagon.
Wagon
Toilet.
and toilet. Good. Looking forward to it. Now, last list verbs.
Saunter.
Saunter. SATs are coming up.
Eradicate. Eradicate.
Eradicate.
Fringe.
Fringe. Fringe.
Dissolve.
Dissolve.
Integrate.
Integrate.
Math teacher. Oh, that's a noun. Sorry.
Isosceles is here. Any other verbs?
Hurt.
Hurt. 2 more.
Sing.
Sing. Great.
Violate.
Why is he sitting by himself? What's your name?
Jack.
Sure. Whatever one you want to go in. But I would start with Okay, so this is called What Will They Think of Next? And Mike is the host of it, and he's going to ask you, after each person appears, to shout out what will they think of next. Mike will give you that cue. We take you to what will they think of next.
Hey, everybody! My name's not Mike, it's Gus Gusterson. Welcome to our show where we search the globe, we find these characters who have amazing inventions. They've thought of things that we probably haven't thought of. Maybe, well, enough intoxicants, perhaps. In our right minds, we would not think of this stuff. That's what I'm saying. And these people are not in their right minds, but they're very creative. We're going to bring them out. We have 4 lovely world citizens here. We're going to start by bringing out our first presenter, who hails from the country of Belgium, where she has an invention. She invented or trained a horse that sings. A horse that sings. Come on out. Yes.
Bonjour. I'm so happy to be here.
Nice.
I've been eating so much chocolate. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes. I can tell the endorphins are
I'm so very
rising.
happy. So I'm very excited to bring out to you. I've taught my little horse, my little cheveux, his cheveux blanc. He's very lovely. And he sings. He's a lovely horse. Would you like to meet him?
Yes, I would.
Come on out here, Cheveux. Come on. I would like for you to sing a song now. So it's very difficult to get a horse to sing. Let me tell you, what you have to do, you give them a lot of Belgium chocolate. If that doesn't work, you start with a lot of Belgian beers. We went through a lot of beers. Unfortunately, it gave him a lot of gas to start. So now he's going to sing for you. Ready?
We are ready.
Bonjour. No! I love chocolate. No! Chocolate. No! Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a little mistake on the floor. I'm so sorry. I should
We've got people for that.
Okay,
Don't worry.
good. Thank you. So I'm so happy that you like him. Thank you
He's
so
beautiful,
much for having
and
me
that
on
is
the show.
wow. Thanks for coming. Seems like a half the country horses that sing. I like that, and it makes me wonder if you can train a horse to do that. Then what will they think of next?
Technology.
All right, and what has this next contestant thought of next? He is from Japan, where he has invented a dictator that eradicates. From Japan. Come on up.
Hello! Yes, hello!
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Good to see you.
You have the floor.
No, thank you very
Tell
much.
us about what you thought of.
Thank you very much. So, today, what I'd like to show you, all you people here, konnichiwa, thank you very much. I'm going to hell. I am definitely going to hell for this. I apologize at first. What I have today is, I have with me a dictator. You heard of that, a dictator. You might know him from your country. The orange Oompa Loompa man. Kind of like that. But this one doesn't like anything at all. Anywhere near him. You might say he likes to get rid of things that's in front of him. But what we call it is eradicate. Yes, sir. He likes to eradicate. So I'd like to show you this dictator. Thank you very much. I'm going to play him. Hello. Stop laughing. I don't like it. Get out. Oh, thank you very much.
Dictator that eradicates?
What will they think of next?
Hey, and I wonder what our next presenter has thought of. She hails from the country just north of here, Canada. Have you heard of that? Yes, where she has invented a wagon that saunters. Tell us about this wagon and how it saunters.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Oh, French Canadian. Okay, very good.
I am from Canada, where we drink the Budweiser, you know, up in Canada. Hey, dare you? Any Canadians here? No? Okay. I invented a wagon, rouge, wagon. And the wagon is very, very talented. And it can cross the border without a passport. So this wagon, you pull, it has a handle, and you pull, and it salters. Yes. So I take my rouge wagon, and I pull it, and it just salters.
World, we need vehicles that merely saunter. It makes me wonder. What will they think of next? And our final presenter for the evening, he hails from Greece, where he has invented a bird feeder that dissolves. Tell us about your inventions.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome for having me. Forgive me, my English is perfect. Completely flawless, as is our economy. I joke, of course. Our economy is shit. But I have invented something which will bring us back to prominence once again. The great island of Greece. You want to hear what it is?
Yes.
Excellent answer, young man. It is a bird feeder. Now, who cares about bird feeders, you say? Who likes birds? You like chicken? I like chicken. You like other birds? Hummingbirds that fly? This bird feeder will feed all birds and kill them at the same time. They will dissolve into nothing, and we can have genetically modified meat instead. It is much better. You can have your souvlaki, and the other 3 Greek foods that I can name right off the top of my head. Souvlaki, the thing with the baklava, and the thing that the Greeks make great pizza too. So we can have genetically modified foods, no birds, gone, the birds shit on the floor, none of that. It is a new invention, and Greece will return to dominance.
That is crazy. All these people with their great ideas make me and you both say,
What will they think of next?
Aaron, I need a volunteer to take Aaron out of the room. I don't know.
Come on, someone wants to chat with me. Come on.
I need a volunteer to take Jane out of the room. Aaron, so she doesn't hear what's going on. Okay. So this is called interrogation. And Aaron is the criminal. So we need 3 things from you, and they're going to go in that order in the scene. First up, we need something that she's stolen that would never be considered something that has value or something that a thief would normally do.
A sock.
A sock? To be more specific.
Dirty sack.
A dirty sock. So she's taken a dirty sock. Now we need a weapon that would never be considered a weapon.
A toaster.
Did you say pool? A what? A pool?
I can't even say it.
Okay. And now we need a motive that has nothing to do with the first two.
PMS.
You've entertained one person. That's a great idea. But what was that? Yeah. Specific motive.
Hunger.
She failed a test.
Good. She failed All right, so, in review, she took a
Dirty sock.
She used a cool noodle to take the dirty sock, and she took it because
She failed it.
she failed the test.
Is it a specific test?
The specific test?
Driving
Okay, so, guys, that's what it's going with. So when Erin guesses the first thing, she starts to get close, give her clicks, and then once she gets it, give her a round of applause, and then we move on to the second thing. Okay, so it's what she took, the weapon, and then the motive. Okay, cool. You guys good? Okay, you can send her back in. Bring it around.
Well, look who it is.
You must be happy to be here, huh?
No,
Yep.
no, I think you've got the wrong person.
Oh,
I'm
I don't think we
almost
do.
sure
I
of it.
think we have the right person. I can smell it on her.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, I can
So you-
smell
Oh
it.
yeah, we got all the dirt on you, Missy.
Yeah.
Oh, so you think I'm
We know-
doing something messy?
We know something is afoot. Something is definitely afoot.
My feet are so stinky.
You wish.
You wish. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I know I didn't do it. I did not.
No,
No.
you did not.
I-
That sucks.
Yeah.
It was a sucky crime.
Yeah.
I did not.
I'm sure you're thinking,
my-
darn, I've gotten caught on this one.
Yeah, cotton this one.
My socks are perfect.
Oh,
I stole these socks.
really? Tom, really?
I stole them.
You stole a pair?
I-
A pair?
I stole one sock.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
stole one sock.
What sock? Yeah.
From
Yes.
from the golden dryer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't get out of the washer. You didn't even get in the washer. It
It
may have
was-
been dried. And what?
Oh, the lies. They
The one
stink
so
on
they
this
stink.
And I
one.
can't help it.
Stink
That
on
dryer's
this one.
broken. It's a dirty sock. I stole Stupid dryer, golden for no reason.
But I do have to give you, a few compliments here. It was an ingenious. I would never have thought of using that.
No, you had some fun with this one. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
absolutely.
No.
I mean, in some ways, we were almost over our heads on this one.
Honestly, I'll be real. It didn't really float my boat. But
Yep, absolutely.
I used a pool. I took a big giant pool of water and threw it in the dryer.
Yeah. You can float that idea as much as you want.
I was on a boat. I used a boat.
oh, come on, use your brain. Come on.
My head was underwater. I was drowning. And I decided that I was going to
Chef.
use
I got a delivery here. I got some Chinese takeout. I got some.
Is that the lo mein?
Yeah, that's the lo mein.
The lo mein. Excellent. The lo mein is here. We're not going to give you any of the lo mein until we hear more about what is happening in that
low
pool.
water, that shallow pool, that shallow, low bar of.
I got a delivery here. Mexican restaurant. I got a spaghetti meatballs. Spaghetti meatballs.
The spaghetti. Excellent.
I really haven't been able to eat it since my wife passed away.
I'm underground.
I feel for you.
I am so underground with this it's a weapon
close.
that I've
She's
used.
She's getting really close. Yeah. I mean, it's a.
I'm here to fix your toilet. I heard there's something floating in it.
Uh,
There's something floating.
Floating in it.
Something floating in
I
your
used a
toilet.
sewer to steal. Oh my God! I used a sewer. How did I
Get
do
on that as
that?
soon as we can. I love the way you're stretching out this story. Just this long story.
I'm stretching this low, grave,
Hey,
shallow,
we got like a whole bunch of extra stuff. I mean, like oodles of stuff. Oodles of stuff you can use if you want to come check it out when you're done.
You know, as soon as we're finished figuring out,
Yeah.
you know,
Oodles of
The
stuff.
noodles!
Oodles.
I was using noodles!
Oh, but they weren't just any.
Not
It
just
wasn't,
any.
it was-
They weren't in the bottom.
Fettuccine!
They were on top. The chlorine was in your eye.
Oh,
The
gosh!
chlorine was there, and there you are. And it's floating on top.
Floating noodles! I was drowning in floating noodles, swimming to the top because I couldn't.
In the
See,
cement
I
pond.
was
You could not swim. You could not pass
I
that
could not
swimming.
swim. I couldn't.
No.
I was
You and all your
below
friends.
in the grave, getting my noodles. Noodles. These are long noodles. These are soft noodles. These
Yeah,
are
come on.
oodles of noodles.
Hey, aren't you going to the beach?
I can't.
Because I brought these things for your kids to use.
It's too far away. I gotta go
You
to
gotta
the. I'm
take
gonna go to
those.
Wyatt thing.
You know, it
Yeah.
keeps them afloat. It's a safety thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
floaties. They're floating noodles. I was
Styrofoam ones?
using these. I was using pool noodles. I got my socks. That one stinky sock with that long pool noodle.
Oh,
It took you long enough. She's not
took
really
you
good
long
at
enough.
things.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I think
And it's, I mean, how much time did we spend driving that one
Oh
home?
my God.
Why?
Let's put it in reverse. Back up a little
Back
bit.
up a little bit. We're going to go forward. I feel like we're kind of hovering in neutral right now.
Yeah.
It's because I'm a terrible driver.
Oh, you certainly are. You certainly are. And we all know what happens with terrible drivers.
I hit something.
Oh.
I
This is bad.
killed someone.
Yeah, you shouldn't even, you're not even allowed on the road yet. You don't even
I
have the
can't
certification.
permit you to do this
Oh my
anymore.
God! I'm an unlicensed driver.
Well, it's
I have
certainly,
a
You
permit.
wanted it though.
I know
I
you
have a
wanted
driver's
it.
permit.
You
I
studied
wanted
for it.
it.
You studied for
I
it.
have the driver's I was so ashamed of driving. Failing my driving test. I stole the sock from the gold dryer with the pool noodle.
Try that one at home. All right. Oh, this is fun. This next game is called Good, Bad, and Ugly. We got our players. Okay, the way the game works is it's a call-in show. And these people are going to be answering questions. Kate can only give good advice. Rick can only give bad advice. Smitty can only give really ugly advice. So now we need a topic that someone can possibly be an authority on or have an opinion on. A topic that you might call in on a radio show and ask questions about.
Sports.
Sports?
Sport. A sport.
Yep. I just need more specific.
TV series.
TV series?
NFL draft.
NFL draft?
Peace in the Middle East.
How about how to handle like a significant other cheating on, you know, like how to handle a relationship.
Beautiful. All right, we take you to the basement somewhere.
Hi, listeners. This is Chris again. This is my podcast. Thanks. So I'm in the basement. That's my mom's basement. My dad left. So, thanks. Today's show's gonna be awesome because I got these three people, and they're from my street, and so they are really like wicked nice, And so when you're listening, you can listen to, because they're nice. And they gave me advice on what to deal with because my dad left. But I'm still in the basement. And this is my podcast. So thanks for listening. These are the guys that live down my street, and they're going to say their names and tell you about themselves. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Hannah Anderson, and I'm running for District 2 City Council, and I'm just so thrilled to be here. I'm friends with your mom, as you know, and I was just going door-to-door canvassing because I'm so passionate about our neighborhood. And I just, my husband stopped listening to me in 1997, but now every other Tuesday you'll be forced to hear my views on how our neighbor Steve burns his trash. Don't you hate that when he does that? Anyway, I'm just so thrilled to be here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
My name is Stuart, but most people just call me Bud for more than one reason. I'm a senior right now, third time's the charm. It's really been great, I'm having fun. It's all about the ride, right?
You live in the basement too. Thanks for being here. We have a third person here too. Listen up, everyone.
Hey, I'm Slater Graff, and I manage a puppy mill. I was just promoted, too.
Okay, so the theme of today's show, these my neighbors are experts in relationships and how they work and how they don't. So you guys, if you guys want to call in, I see we have a caller. Do you have a question for our panel? Yes? Do you have a question?
Yeah. First of all, the moderator, I didn't get your name.
I'm Chris.
But Chris, I think maybe you could take their advice, maybe meet with them privately. Seems like you need some kind of relationship, because it's not working for you. Anyway, I'm just wondering.
Thank you.
I'm just wondering, I'm recently divorced, happy about it. And just wondering what you have for situation. How can I get out and about again?
Dating advice is what the caller wants.
Well, thank you so much, caller. One of the platforms I'm actually running on is developing a relationship with your community. And a lot of people say that a relationship with God or a significant other is the most important, but I really deeply feel that the relationship with a community is best. I mean, my children stopped talking to me also in 1998, but I've just really nurtured my relationship with the community, and I want to nurture your small businesses also. So I would say just get out there and walk your streets, get to know your neighbors.
Thank you.
Yeah, so personally, when I'm trying to get some action, I usually go to the driving school, right, where they take the driving test, the DMV, and I just wait out there for somebody to fail. When their self-esteem's the lowest, that's when you really get them. There was this girl the other day, right, really pissed. She came up with this pool noodle or something. We had some fun. So, I'm telling you, low self-esteem is the key to any girl.
Thank you. And Puppy Man?
Slater. Can I ask you something? How long were you married?
6 months.
6 months. Okay. I mean, so you want to get back out there. I guess it hasn't been that long. I don't know. I usually find that the best way to get out there is just to, get in the car and run over someone, and then, when you're exchanging information, you got their number. Give them a call sometime. It worked for me.
Yeah, I can't drive. I think we have another call coming in.
I suspect my husband cheated on me. Should I hire a private detective or should I just let it go?
Husband suspected. What should we do?
Definitely hire a private investigator. Definitely give them a lot of money. You know, you really want them to do a great job. And I'd say don't hesitate to jump in the car with them. Get yourself a dark cap. That's what I used when I was stalking Barry. Just get yourself a dark cap, one of those sunglasses, maybe a wig. I went with purple because who has purple hair? I knew he wouldn't say it's me because he says I'm too vanilla. Whatever. It's fine. Everyone's on their path. It's totally fine. So yeah, go with the private investigator.
Yeah, well, cheating happens all the time. My mom had the same problem. Really, it comes down to one thing, right? If you think they're cheating on you, you gotta cheat on them first, right? You know, you gotta end it first, right? You gotta, have the control. Maybe since they did it first, you gotta, cheat on them with 2 girls. Right? It works. That's what I usually do.
That's one way of looking at it, But I know today it's like we're all about not like blaming the victims and all tiptoeing around everything. But if you don't mind me saying, you sound like a very frigid woman. And I don't know. Usually whenever there's something wrong in our lives, like go listen to Oprah or something. If something's wrong, we gotta look inward, And you have to ask yourself, why is my husband cheating on me? And it's probably because he's not happy. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but from the way you sound, I'm just not sure you're going to be that one. But that's just me.
Thank you. We have time for one more, and then I have to go walk the dog. Sir?
Yes, my name is Steven, and I'm just really troubled. My wife and I haven't been intimate in a really long time, and I'm just looking for a little advice on how to maybe spice things up a little bit.
Advice for the guy.
Well, I think that there's nothing more exciting than taking your significant other to church with you, and there's just something so beautiful about holding hands and feeling Jesus enter your body. And it is free, and I will actually be, if you are a District 2 voter, I will be canvassing and hosting a donut and coffee breakfast after this Sunday's sermon, so I would invite you to come shake my hand and vote for Hannah Anderson for City Council.
Yeah, look, the key to relationships is surprise, right? So, my girl was looking a little tired, right? I took her out to McDonald's. Not see that one coming. But, I got her the large fry, the Big Mac, right? I'm a provider. But afterwards, I thought I could give her a gift, right? So I bought the new Xbox. Turns out she doesn't play, but I do. So, I really let her watch me, Enjoy this, right? For all it is. We've been having some fun.
Okay, why do I feel like this is a trick question? So you need to spice things up, shake things up. How long has it been since you and your person have interacted?
Yes, it's been about 6 years. My wife and I have not had any intimacy.
Okay, and you're asking for yourself, not for the wife or for the husband? I'm so confused.
Yes, well, I guess it could be for me, but yes.
Okay, you seem like you need a lot of help, and I love giving people help. So when I think at some point you're free to come to the puppy mill, you can, my door is always open, and a lot of things about me are always open. So you should come by and I will help you. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
I mean, I'm very receptive.
Well, it's Monday night and it's tuna night, so I have to thank you for listening to the podcast, and thank you to my guests, and we'll have another one in about 4 hours.
This is called Say Again, and what we need for Stephanie and James is an activity two people might be found doing.
Chess.
Great. Playing chess. What's going to happen every once in a while, I'm going to have to say again, and wherever they are in their sentence, they have to repeat that.
I should not have drank a six-pack before I started this game.
Say again.
I should not have puffed drain cleaner before I started.
Say again.
I am so glad I took that master chess class.
Master chess class. Wow, I took a master chess class too. I think the knight needs to move right there.
Say again.
I think the queen should go over here.
Say again.
I'm still not sure if I'm black or white.
This is why Dad would never let you play chess. Okay? You're the black pieces, I'm the white pieces.
I'm the black pieces. Dad wasn't any good at teaching chess anyway.
Say again.
Dad was really not interested in talking to me anyway.
Say again.
Dad was kind of an asshole.
Well, you were the black sheep in the family.
Matt.
I don't play with our sister anymore. She cheats, but you're easy to beat, so.
You're right. She does cheat. She's kind of a pain in the ass, too. She's Dad's favorite.
I can't stand a golden child.
Say again.
I can't stand someone who combs their hair like that. All down in the front, you can't even see her eyes. It's creepy.
Yeah. Bangs are not her look.
Say again.
She should dye her hair a different color.
Say again.
I want to shave her head so bad.
Yeah. She's still pretty upset from the time we cut her bangs off in her sleep.
Say again.
She's still pretty upset from the time we glued her eyelids shut.
Say again.
She's still pretty upset from the time that we pushed her off the dock.
Wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't prom night.
That's true.
Oh, damn it.
Say again.
You sunk my battleship.
I'm trying to teach you chess. I just explained to you we're not doing Connect 4. This is chess. You're the black pieces, I'm the white pieces. You're losing badly. Try to keep that straight.
Black pieces, black pieces, black pieces. Okay. Ha!
Ha ha!
Say again.
You didn't sink my battleship.
Okay, so give me the $200.
Say again.
Are you sure this is chess?
Say again.
I think this is badminton.
That's why we got a lot of money riding on the game.
Oh.
As I explained to you earlier, once I get all your pieces off the board, you owe me your car, your house, and $200.
Say again.
As I explained to you earlier, this is a life or death game. If I beat you in this, I'm going to run you over with my car.
Give a round of applause. Let me get Karen and Mike Mayo. So you guys wrote these. You did 3. Don't look at them. Okay. And this is called line out of pocket. Every once in a while, they've got to pull one of the lines out of their pocket that you folks wrote. They have to read it, and they have to justify it. They just can't say, oh, this is crazy. They have to integrate whatever that line is into the process. So let's give them an occupation.
Dentist.
Oh, God, that's weird. I was going to say that. You want to vote? You want to do whatever you want. Okay.
I read something, and this is
Yeah, you know what? Here, why don't you have a seat? Yeah, I should have a seat. We'll just take a look at it.
I was eating gummy bears.
Yeah.
I had a big bag of gummy bears. I think it might be a gummy bear, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I mean, what happened is, I know the hummus dip is awesome, but it's like, but the more you eat it, because you've probably eaten carrots with it, right?
I was probably eating carrots with the hummus.
It looks like you have a big piece of carrot stuck in there.
It could be carrot. It could be carrot. It
Yeah.
could be something else.
Yeah.
It could be something else. It's raining cats and dogs in my mouth right now.
Well, here, I
There's
just
a lot
have
of
the water
stuff going
going.
on. It's raining cats and dogs in here.
Yeah, let me just shoot that with a little bit
That
of
feels
water
better.
first.
That
Yeah.
feels better. Up.
Here,
It's
why don't
going
you
in my
go ahead
nose.
and- why don't you go ahead and spit? Yeah, we'll get that right out. Oh, man. Wow, this bacon that I had this morning is awesome. I have to say, it's repeating on me.
I can kind of tell you had bacon. There might have been some eggs involved as well. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
There might have been, and we're expecting a good clap this year. A good crop this year.
I mean, I know this was dripping, but
It's gonna be a good crop. So let's just remember, I need. Could I have some like medication? To make, do you have the funny gas? Maybe something else.
yeah. Here, why don't you just
I need some funny gas.
let that kind of rest on you for a little bit there for a minute. You could probably see the moon jumping over the cow right now. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Hey, I would love to. Funny gas. Funny gas.
Give a round of applause. Kate and Nick. Three. An activity two people might be found doing.
Jump rope.
Baking a cake.
What is that?
Baking a cake.
I'm going to take baking a cake because we do jump roping all the time.
You ready for this? It's a big client today. Biggest wedding of the year, they said. I'm a little nervous.
I ate all the cake.
Third time. Oh, okay. We got this. We can make it into one.
I feel so sick because I'm just eating food. It was just so good. I couldn't help myself. I just was looking at it, and I just thought to myself, I forgot my deodorant for tomorrow. So all sweaty. You know gluten makes
Yeah,
you sweat.
no,
It's the gluten sweat.
Yeah.
Get in here.
It's not great, but the wedding's in like an hour. I think we can do it, And back in the chef training school, they used to tell me all the time, we will be about 5K.
In debt. If we You're so rich. Who spends 5K on a wedding cake? God, she spent so much in her dress. She spent like 25K. And have you seen the groom? I mean, I don't even think he likes her. I overheard him saying about her. You know what I heard him saying? You won't regret this, sister. And I know. It's just like I knew they were close. I knew the whole family was close.
They have this heirloom. Their old saying is 97 out of 100 is a mediocre grade.
Oh, and I can't even believe they can read.
Honestly, those kids are pretty screwed up.
God, they're good. I don't know. I thought maybe we could like craft something out of paper towels, and then I was just like, oh, but the cake's so good. Do they even deserve a cake? I mean, it's a complete existential crisis. And you know what? I'll talk to them. I did it. I can go right up to them. I can look them in the eye, and I can say, look, the dingo ate my baby. And I just was like sad eating your cake. The dingo ate my baby. I ate your cake, and you've got nothing left.
Look at me. We can do this, all right? There's only one thing I have to tell you, and that's, I am slain.
I am too old to know what that means.
This is called Household Olympics, and I just need an everyday household chore.
Vacuuming up dog hair.
Vacuuming
The
up,
dog hair.
vacuuming, and dog hair specifically should be in it. All right? You guys all set? Okay. Vacuuming with hair involved. Household Olympics.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ABC's coverage of the Household Olympics. We're here live in Schenectady, New York, to cover the very exciting vacuuming event. My colleague Kate here medaled in vacuuming in 2009.
That's true, Chris. Me and my partner Sherry, we just took it all the way home. But I will tell you, all eyes are on this Russian team. I mean, and you'll see as they come out to warm up, they're so in sync. I mean, that right there is the tandem suck, and I have never usually just one person can do the suck, usually it's not, but they are just so ambidextrous when it comes to their vacuum.
They're quite limber. Are the Russians known for their limberness?
Yes, they are actually. And they're also known for their coordinated dancing. And you'll see some of them stomp their feet in a similar rhythm, just to prep. Oh God, there we are.
Now, as I recall, this is a timed event.
Yeah.
And the contestants are judged on what categories? I forget.
They're judged on strength of suck.
Strength of suck. Within the time limit.
Within the time limit. They are judged on position and form, and then choreography is the final one. And we'll see they're just really in sync. I think the question on everyone's mind is, will they be doing the Klimchenko twist, which is technically an ice skating move that was made famous by a Disney movie in the late 90s, but they have amended it to vacuuming, and I think they're about ready to go.
I see the judges have entered the room, and it's time to begin. And this year the event is dog hair.
Oh God, it's such a tough one.
Does that present problems?
It does present problems because likely they're going to have to whip out a lint brush at the end to really get fully a clean rug, but we'll see.
And here we go. It appears that they are ready, and the clock has begun. Now, they're off.
Oh wow. Oh, this is interesting. They're going with the tube suck first. Oh, it's beautiful.
The contestants are allowed to use whichever vacuums they prefer, correct?
They do, and these guys prefer the Shark. Everyone else has used the Dyson, but they really have.
Now, these two appear to have quite a relationship. They've been working together for a long time.
They have. And actually, Franz and Franz, no relation, but
Take a look at this in slow motion, folks.
I mean,
sometimes you can see things in slow motion that the naked eye didn't catch the first time.
It's called a Putin creepy crawl. Oh God, it's perfect.
And we're back to live action.
Back to live action. I see there's just 10 seconds left on the clock. They've got a lot more to do. Oh God, the lint brush is out. Oh my God, he's actually going to use him as a... That's the move. That's what took them to silver.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
Outstanding. Well, what do you think the results are going to be for these
I don't
two?
know. I'm nervous. You know, the French are traditionally very stingy.
The French are great suckers.
Suckers. High expectations for their sucking, but you know what? Oh, let's take a look. Oh, 8.5. Those are good marks.
8.5, and the Russian judge, that's kind of lame, 9.4.
Yeah.
But that's okay. The American judge is a 2.
Bad blood there.
But it looks like they are going to get the gold!
Oh, the
feet.